What's going on, YouTube? Y'all not tuned in to That's D with D. On the deepest end. On this episode, I wanna speak on the gang culture. I wanna speak on this particular topic due to the fact this been the gang. I've been in the gang culture for a long time, 10 plus years. When I started to make my own decisions, or even one was too young to make my own decision, but I did it anyway. So I got put on the set in the gang. Um, it's been a long time, man. First thing first, I'm not in any gang. Um, I don't do the gang activity. I'm on another chapter of my life. I take the good and the bad that come with it. Um, I'm just, I'm finna get in a little bit of detail so y'all can understand where I come from and what lane I'm in. I was for the ones who don't know and the ones who do know. Um, I was a part of the Bloodstone Villains. That's a California set, South Central side of LA. But it migrated all around the world and it hit Houston, Texas, Southwest side around '07, '08 was the time it really hit on the Southwest side. Um, I wasn't a Bloodstone villain at this particular time in '08, but I was 12 in '08, so '09 I got put on with the villains. And you know, one thing I want to say about the gang culture, one thing I can speak on, and I'm qualified to speak on anything I'm talking about in this particular realm and lane. Once you get into a gang, it's like a brotherhood. It's like a family. It's not really as how people portray it to be and label it to be. It can be in certain situations, but for the most part, it's just like you'll run across a lot of people that's in your gang that's homeless. They're like families is they don't interact with their siblings and their families. They have all these different problems and all these, personal problems. So they go to the gang and look for love, look for brothers. You find followers, people that want to get put on in the gang, on the gang just to have protection. You have dudes who want to get in the gang for the fame, just to say they part of something, to rap something. My bad, cars going crazy out here. But anyway, so you got people that's in the gangs that get in gangs for all their different reasons, and I'm gonna give y'all my reason of me getting in the gang. Okay, well, I grew up around my relatives a lot. I built a bond with one of my relatives, a stronger bond than I had with my own brothers. Me and this dude he didn't taught me how to do any and everything anything I know now, far as the street lifestyle. This dude done taught me majority of it, 95% of it. You know what I'm saying? We from all the illegal activity. Like, this is my everyday, almost every day, but this is my brother. Like, I looked at him as a brother. Look at him as a brother. Correct myself. Um, you know, my I said it to say my relatives was exposed to different things before I was exposed to them. See, I grew up in a family home. Mom and father. I'm fortunate to speak on that because a lot of dudes my age didn't grow up how I grew up, so I grew up very family oriented. Um, it wasn't the perfect family. It wasn't no just everything. Nah, of course we struggled. Of course we struggled. Um, but we always had a roof over our head. I'm speaking for me and my siblings. Um, my dad came from the streets. My dad was is a legend in the rap game. Rap a lot records. Get Baby Ghetto Boys. He came up living a certain lifestyle, so a lot of things. I'm junior. He have other kids, but I have an older brother, things like that. But I'm junior, and I took a lot after my father. Seeing him as me coming up, hearing his stories, things of that nature. So I wanted to be just like my father. For one, he wasn't gang banging around me like that. He wasn't on no gang, but he was in the street lifestyle. I remember conversation when he held when I was 2, 3 years old. He was on the phone. I hear him. I still remember to this day. Things about what he did fighting. Things he used to come home from the club telling my mom about how he had to fight, got jumped, all different type of situations. Not saying my dad's a bad father. I'm just saying, as me being an infant growing up and becoming a little kid to a young boy to a teenager to a young man, these are things. So, and then I seen my relatives. My relatives lived a certain lifestyle. They was more off the porch than I was when I was 9, 10 years old. They was already off the porch basically. They was already smoking and getting into things that I wasn't even familiar. They exposed me to these things that I was really square when if you think about it, I didn't want to do drugs. I didn't want to. I smoked as a little kid, hitting it, and I snuck in some of my Uncle Serb. Things like that as a little bitty 5, 6 year old kid, but I'm talking about just in the mix. I didn't want to live. I wasn't raised to live in the mix. My hand wasn't forced for me to be in the mix. So, but just being around them and starting to be around them more and more and more, it gradually just hit. And so they in the game. I remember like this. I remember this like yesterday. One of my relative I'm talking about that I look at as a brother, we had a discussion off of what gang we wanted to be in. Like, what gang you gonna be in? Well, I'm gonna be in this gang. You gonna be in this gang? You know what I'm saying? Like, just little kids, bad. We used to watch the little hood movies, the Colors, South Central, all these trying to just find our way. And that's why I got this tattoo, this 14100, because this is Park Village on the southwest side of Houston, Texas, and Ailey. My mother didn't have an apartment in these apartments, but my aunt did, and I was in these. I get out of school, ride my bike to these apartments. I get picked up and go to these apartments. I didn't ran from my house, my mama house, and went to called myself running away and went to these apartments. I didn't been in these apartments. I didn't have my first real street squabbles in these apartments. I didn't got put in the gang. I jumped in the gang in these apartments. Seeing shootings in these apartments. Did it all in these smoking, having sex. My first time I broke my virginity. Not females say they broke their virginity, but you know what I mean. Like I literally my first time having any sexual intercourse was in these apartments. You know what I'm saying? So it gradually just came, and I didn't wait till I became 20, 21, 18. I was doing this when I was 11, 12 years old. 13 years old. When I was 13 years old, I can read you a whole. I can run down on. I can spread as far as the gang culture. I can with the gang knowledge and all that stuff. Man, I was gang. So I knew Crip, Blood, GD, BD, Mexican gang, all their literature, all their creed, their knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I studied this. I mastered this. I started to become when I was supposed to be in school. I was in school, but I'm saying like when I was supposed to be focusing on my books or teenager little stuff, games and Pokemon, whatever. I was looking at this gang knowledge, trying to find out how this and this. That's just what the route I chose to take. It wasn't about no fear thing, because what was I scared of? I was a kid. I had protection. I had my father's uncles, cousins, all this. I was a kid. I wasn't at war with nobody. I wouldn't even have a fight like that. I have a fight once a year. So it wasn't no fear thing. It was something like I was like amazed, like I admired this, like I loved this, like you know what I'm saying? Like this was something I felt like I was a part of without even being put down in it. Like by seeing my cousins, seeing how they get deep and put their little gang colors on, they throwing up their little gang handshakes, and so I got put on the gang. And I really wasn't supposed to be. This wasn't a story about me. This is about my take on the gang culture. So let me get back to it. I just wanted to give y'all a little more insight on where I'm at right now and where I was and how So, but anyway, so yeah, man. I went through a lot in the gang culture. I've been in dozens of shootouts with gang and people, rival gangs. I'd have been jumped. I'd have been shot more than once. I'd have been I didn't jumped, put people in the gangs, had little homies under me, or I don't want to call them little homies, but people, that's what they call them in the gang culture, but had dudes older than me under me due to my status. I done held meetings, I done called meetings, call violations. I done did all these things. The point I'm making is I got more hurt and bloodshed being in the gang than uplifting positive success. See, I can't speak for every single game. My hair kind of crashed, got the shower, but look, I can't speak for every single game. Because you got some gangs that is really like on some, we ain't no gang, we family, and they put each other in position to benefit and gain out and gain in life and to grow and prosper and become successful. And not by giving their homies pounds of weed to sell guns to go kill. They opening up businesses, have all these different, you know, we in the gang, he a model, she a model, he a realtor, he into real estate, he a lawyer, he did that's you know what I'm saying, that's unity. That's what I look at it like. I didn't grow up on that. I grew up on the bull crap, you know. Every time I can recall, every time we had a meeting, almost somebody was getting violated and jumped on for whatever reason. And I used to always tell myself like, bro, and don't get me wrong, I used to call a lot of violations and get people violated. You know, just be I used to be I call it renegade. Didn't care for nothing. So the point I'm making to y'all is I been getting shot up. I done had my mama, my father, my family members hurting, suffering, crying. I done put my life on the line for a gang multiple times. Not saying no one has it for me. I'm just saying this is where I'm at. This is how I feel. Been in and out of jail, not because of the gang, but just that gang lifestyle, just that mentality. I ain't gained anything. I ain't benefit. I ain't bring my kids back nothing from being in this gang. From none of these meetings I went to, I benefited anything. Only thing we did was violence. It was corrupt, devilish acts and foolishness. 1 minute we cool with each other, 1 minute we want to knock each other head out. One minute we want to kill each other. 1 minute we loving each other, we riding for each other. Then we messing with the dudes who rode. I got dudes that was in the gang that that know and been around the dude. Any one of the dudes who had any activity with me getting shot in my face. Come on, man. So, yeah, man, I done been through a lot, done a lot, seen a lot, and I'm on another chapter of my life, and I stand on that, 10 toes down, head up, chest out, because I'm shielded. God got me no matter what. You know, I don't move how I used to move anyway, but if I was ever to come, and I've been in front of dudes who thinking I'm still gangbanging from jail to out of jail, and have to let them like, bro, I ain't on that. See, it was a point in time in jail where I was still trying to find my way, so I was still like, they'll know like I ain't no super gangbanging, but I would still acknowledge them. But they knew I was out the way, but I was still trying to figure. But I'm there now, like I already overcame that. See, and another thing is, it was a fear thing with me, getting out of the game, saying I'm done with this, because I was focused on not I'm scared of you. I was focused on how you would feel about me. Because people got me on this high pedestal for the street lifestyle, which is nothing. So if I humble myself and say I'm a man, I ain't with none of that, I feel like they ain't gonna look at me the same. They ain't gonna label me. Now I'm weak, I'm phony. But at the end of the day, you can't stop that. They feel like that anyway. You could be the realest you want to be. I was like I said, I was in the game for 10+ years. I never got violated ever. Never had one. I done been threatened, but I ain't never been in a violence, because I really wasn't out here doing things to get violent. I never did nothing phony, fake. I stood on the gang principles my whole time being in the gang. And anybody in the gang can vouch for it. They might not vouch for me saying I'm not with it, but the same one that's saying that might be saying that I'm out of there and I'm lame for not being with it, might be one of the same ones that was just saying they wasn't with it. And going back and forth. And they might be older than me. Twice my age almost. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't really I overcame that. What I gained out of being in the gang was a reputation that I can't take back. And what I mean by that is, what I gained out of being in the gang, the biggest thing I gained out of being in the gang is people knowing, oh, that's BSV Lil D. Oh, watch out for him. Oh, let's get him because he messed with these dudes. Oh, he with them, so let's get him. It's all I gained. I ain't gained. I lost more than anything. I've been shot multiple times. I got beef with people that I don't even know due to people who I was with. Probably still to this day. It's crazy. Even though I did a lot to myself. I didn't put myself in a lot of situations as well, as far as with beef and industry. But I'm just saying, I have a lot. If I would have had the mind I had now and been a man, because first off, I never, if you know me, for the ones who know me, you know, I always was the same way day one. The smallest one been the same one since day one. I don't need no army, no gang. I'm gonna do everything on my own anyway. See what I'm saying? So I had to sit down like, bro, I'm just rapping something that ain't even rapping me. They don't care about me. I don't know the founder of this game. I never spoke to the actual person who created this game. I'm not in California back and forth, linking up with the dudes in California. It might be 2 or 3 dudes that's older, that know who I am. They don't know me. You see what I'm saying? I might be on some gang stuff and go to California. They might be on some like, nah, they ain't feeling me for whatever reason. Like, bro, I don't have time for all that, man. I don't. Only my gang is my kids. Period. I'm not finna call no man. I refuse to call another man a big homie. That's crazy. I'm almost 30 years old, bro. My sons is becoming big homies. My daughter finna be a big girl. Come on, man. I'm not finna call no another man that bleed like I bleed big homie. I'm not finna praise no other man. I'm not finna worship no other man. Period. That's just it is what it is. I'm not finna worship no other man. Never. That's not what I'm on. I done did and done all I done been, and I ain't scared to say. See, one thing about me, I'm not scared to speak on and touch bases on anything. Whether it might look weak to me, to y'all about me, bro. This is where because I'm in my lane. Anything I wanted to do, I did it. Whether it was in the streets, to selling drugs, to this, to that, to that, I did whatever I put my mind to do. Bro, I'm not. Hey man, I'm on a whole other line. Like, you can respect it or keep moving. If you don't, then hey, so be it. God be with you. You know, you'll run across me one day, and I'm gonna address you with meekness, love, kind. You know, on some positivity. Pass you one of my cards or one of my shirts or something. You know, it ain't no give you some uplifting words, but you know, I'm not for the all that. I'm not for the violence. If you know me, then you know my lifestyle, my story. So I'm on. You should be proud, cause I'm not with none of that going backwards, brother. I'm not. So yeah, the gang culture, like I said, I make that very clear though. With how I feel, don't apply for you or for your gang or for any other gang out here in the world. I'm speaking on what not even the gang, but the actual circle I was a part of. The individuals that played their role in that circle, things, and I'm not bashing them in no way. This is something that I learned myself. I wish everybody the best. I hope everybody that I had any dealing with prosper and grow and be the best they can be. Whether they want to be the best gangbanger, the biggest blood, the biggest, it don't matter. But I'm just saying, like, I'm over that. I'm done with that. I done been done with it. That's my church. My pastor. My pastor just texted me. Man, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, man, I'm on a whole other time and a whole other level of my life. I'm proud of myself. You know, hey, so I salute to everybody. One day, you know, we all gonna get our snap. I salute to the ones who gang bang, because I done been there and done it. So I know how you think, how you feeling. I done been around people that I done been hearing how I'm talking right now. Oh, a few years ago, I'll be talking about I want to kill that dude talking like that. He fake. How you gonna switch up on the gang? It's gang forever. Gang forever. Yeah, that was me. I was one of them. It's crazy what God can do to you, man. I'm saved, man. I'm on a whole other time, and brother, it's been the most peaceful time. I don't be on the phone arguing with nobody about no gang activity, going back and forth, trying to call me, trying to violate this person, bro, I'm just out the way. I'm all the way out the way. And it's I can breathe. I can focus. I can work out. I can meditate. I can go to work. I can provide for my kids. I don't gotta worry about contributing to no gang that ain't contribute to me. And I ain't never, and we ain't even, my gang, with the crazy part about it, we ain't even do no contributing to no, that's what, we wasn't on that type of time anyway. But I'm just saying though, like, I don't have to worry about what comes with being in a gang, because I don't move that way. Now, you feel like, oh, when I see him, it's going to be, so be it, brother. God bless you. But that's what I'm on. That's my timing. I salute to everybody that's on what I'm on, that overcame their lifestyle. I salute to the ones who's still in that limelight, living like that. I don't condemn y'all. I'm no better than y'all. Y'all no better than me. We all human. We all got our own timing. Even if y'all could feel like y'all gonna gang bang forever, I salute y'all. You know, it is what it is. I hope y'all learn from me and be better than I was. Bring more than I did to y'all gang. Hope y'all gain more than I did out of y'all gang. You know, so that's my take on the gang culture, man. It's all love, man. I love y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all like and y'all subscribe. 100, man.